Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And I'm sorry this is glowing with light from up above. It's normally not washing everything out, but today the light is washing everything out, even more than normal, so thumbs up on that. Anyway, welcome to a brand new day. This is like the third time I've been trying to start this. The last time I talked about stuff and felt too negative about it, so just went nope, 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 and shut it off. So, thumbs up. Unfortunately, I am really tired. I have had more insomnia than usual, and that sucks. I mean, even taking melatonin gummies and going to bed as late as possible, I'm still waking up at 5:30 and just unable to sleep for any length of time. Of course, the bad part, I don't know why my legs do this, but if I am warm, or other criteria that I still don't understand, if I get horizontal, I'm doomed, because my legs, especially my right one, from way up in the hip joint, which is tucked up inside your groin up high, all the way down to my big toe, will cramp. And oh my God, that's painful. I had to get up at 5:30, not because I wasn't tired, but I had to get up. I went to the bathroom. I came back and laid down. Was I too warm? No. But the very moment that I lay down, the muscles on my legs started to go, hey, maybe we should cramp. You think we should cramp? I think we should cramp. And more muscles getting involved in the feet, in my calves, in my thighs, and I got to get up. And in fact, it's to the point that when my legs are doing that, I have to brace my right leg entirely on my left and use my left leg to lower my right to the ground and then stand up only on my left leg. Because if I even try to use my right leg, again, from tucked way up high in the hip joint that you get to in your groin, all the way down to my big toe, it's going to cramp. Not until I get vertical and start to walk does that stop. But if I lie down again, immediately after it stops, I might not be able to get back up without a cramp. That is just going to be murder. Why? No ideas. None. I made the mistake of lying down for a nap once at about 7 o'clock, and it was hell getting off that bed. I just lay down on the top, but I didn't pay attention to my legs, and they were trying to cramp in every position. If they were trying to cramp by pulling up, if I pushed downward, they would then cramp by pulling downward. So I'd pull them up, and then they'd cramp back upward. If they were cramping to the side, pull this way, cramp hard this way. Pull this way to stop it, cramp hard this way. There was no movement I could take where my legs weren't cramping because of it. And if I wasn't moving, then that wasn't stopping my legs, and so they would cramp. So yeah, and I take multivitamins with potassium. I take a magnesium supplement as well, and yay. So anyway, it's been fun. This was the thing I had talked about before, and then I went and talked about it again. So I'm going to talk about these real quick. I had mentioned how I had purchased this candle the other day because I think it is very metal. I had purchased this one before because I think that one's pretty metal as well. I think there's a third one in this quote-unquote series. They're pretty metal, and they're like $1.50. I might buy the third one. Not to burn, but just because of the picture on the front. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, just wanted to show those off because I think they're cool. And of course, this is a terrible mess down here because I had to find something this morning. I was digging all around on this table. It's not horrible. It's just sloppy. And over here in my AC unit, I cleaned I was looking at the can instead of my camera, because I have a can behind there that I have the magnet of my tablet hooked to so that it doesn't fall forward. And I was looking up at the label instead of the camera. Try to remember what I was talking about. Don't think I can. Yeah, I love ADHD, so that part's gone. But I can talk about this, because this was the other thing I wanted to talk about. There is the game Heroes of Qalanor. Now, Heroes of Qalanor it's a role-playing game, but the person who made it, their idea was to try and emulate roguelike games from the 80s and 90s. And so it's not deep and intense role-playing. It's more oriented on quick combat, and it is pretty quick. Because your characters do have stats, but they're largely, there's your name, your level, and then your hand-to-hand, your ranged, and stuff like that. Your strength for how much you can carry and such like that. They're all only important for combat encounters and such like that sorts of skills. And then you put down bits of mat, and you take your characters and you put them on that. Because when exploring, you and your characters can move up to 10 squares. And when you're in combat, you can move and then attack, or attack and then move, and it moves pretty quick. But the thing is, it's, again, because he wanted to make it like a roguelike, it is random. You start off in an entrance and then you roll for corridors off the corridors. Any door off a corridor leads to a room, but a corridor can lead to a corridor. And so you travel through the dungeon that way. Once you get through so many rooms, you start rolling like a 10-sided die. And if it comes up an even number, then the next room is the objective room. So you're not doing like mega dungeons right off the bat. They're more smaller. Now, that's just for the random ones. They do publish, and I've got to drag this out for the cover. Like, this is adventure number 2. The Rat Men of... What the heck is that? Rogan. You know, Rogaine. So you can get your hair back. The person has recently come out with the 16th adventure supplement. There are only 15 for sale, because the first one is included in like the main rule book. But a lot of the adventures tie into and continue from that. So it is perfectly easy and wonderful to take any published map and then go adventuring through that. Roll randomly for contents and monsters. Now, there are a limited amount of characters that you can fight against in the main book. It's primarily humans, and only a couple. Because it's sort of miniature-ish, again with only a few stats that are all combat-oriented. They just give you blocks of stats for characters and monsters, because you can hire men-at-arms to come in and help you fight. And then the monsters are just blocks of stats. But the Rat Men Of Rogan adds rat men into the various things that you can use. You can make up your own characters, but these are the quote-unquote official ones. So, I've made up characters. I have joined the Facebook group for it, and I think it is the author who's been posting a lot of pictures of, I would imagine it's their game, because there is terrain that goes onto the maps with, 3D doors and 3D terrain and 3D furniture that's put onto the printed mats, we'll call them mats, that are stuck on the card so that the guy can set them all down this way and put the stuff on top of them. And that's pretty cool. So it's an active group with an active author and active players. I have liked the character creation. I have 4 characters. Even though the first adventure that comes with the main book, you need 1 character and 1 hireling, a man-at-arms. And then you go through the adventure. And then there you go. Now again, I want to play this. I want to play it for the channel because it seems like a blast. way back in like the mid 90s or early 80s, or late 80s, Games Workshop came out with Advanced Hero Quest. And it was a random sort of adventure in that your characters were going into dungeons. You created the dungeons with the pieces. You moved your characters. You figured out what was happening, and you had your adventures that way. And it reminds me a lot of that in a very positive fashion. So that's a good thing. And I just wanted to share the fact that I am enthusiastic about that and want to play it for the channel. So as soon as I can, which is going to take, I need another computer. So let's tie into, if you could check out my GoFundMe in my video description, that would be awesome. Because while I have a laptop, it will not edit video. My video editor just crashes out and vanishes. It just, 2 cores, it won't do it. And so I can't edit video on it, which means I'd have to edit video on here. And you can't multi-track on tablets. So far, I haven't found one that'll do it. So I can't sync up stuff and recording anything off the computer. I can record video poorly, but it won't record audio. So if you could check out the description, I have a GoFundMe. I'm trying to save up money to get a computer that will play games and will edit video. Because while this one will go online, this laptop that I have, it won't do much else. So if you could give me a hand, that'd be awesome. Again, I'm not trying to grift. I'm not trying to make a living off this. I'm trying to get a computer, and that's it. I have a goal, a limit, and as soon as that limit is done and I've got a computer, it's shut. I had another GoFundMe for back when I first learned I was going to become homeless, and as soon as I had a plan for not becoming homeless, that was shut down. I didn't want another penny once I had figured things out. So I'm not trying to grift. I don't like asking for help. But if you could check out the GoFundMe, and if you have enough money, and you have taken care of your own wants, needs, and desires, and of your available money, it will not hurt you to part with some to help me out. Only then, please help me. But if this chain breaks at any point, then don't. I do not want anyone to hurt themselves to help me. Only if that full chain is there. If you could, it would be awesome. But yeah, I'd love to record games. I can't even do reaction videos. Not the way I've got it, so yay. So if you could check that out, that'd be awesome. Past that, I have been playing computer games. I have been trying my best to push through the executive function and actually be able to play things like this. Executive dysfunction issues are horrific, and if you do not suffer from executive function / dysfunction issues, then thank God. Oh, thank your lucky stars. They are some of the worst. Because it's quite literally, depending on how bad you have it, you may tell yourself, I just spilled some food on the floor. I want to clean it up. And at the end of the day, it still may be uncleaned, and you're still playing a computer game. But you've been screaming at yourself in your head to clean that up. And you can't. It's not even a matter of deciding, I'm not going to do this. It's just, I want to get this cleaned up. I desperately need to. And you're stuck. It sucks. But thumbs up for that anyway. Yay. I'm going to be doing what I can. Hopefully you can be doing what you can. I might show you at the end the way I've got the setup over there now, because I did add one further thing to it. I had the sea snake skeleton type thing that I got last year for Halloween that is now on the bed with the other things for Halloween. Now, is it going to stay there once Halloween's over? Oh, quite probably. I eventually hope to get a large portion of the surface of my bed covered with plushies and stuff by the time I'm all done. I do need to, as stated, grab some of the stuffed animals and plushies that I have in storage, but they need to be big enough and not like monkeys or bears. So monkeys and bears are fine. I am just monkeyed and beared out on stuffed animals. So I'd like something different, which is why I'm going to grab different things. That's why I don't have a bear or monkey. Thumbs up. Yay. So past that, I'm not doing much, and I'm going to do what I can. If you are a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you. If you've watched this far especially, you are a beautiful, and I can speak English. I don't know why I've got so many troubles just pausing. I'm hoping I'm not suffering from dementia. Ugh. But if you're a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated. I'd still be alive. I would just be in a much, much worse state without your help. So thank you so much. It is appreciated. Going from here, not doing good at all, to here, still not good, but better. That's awesome, and thank you. When you look in the mirror, you're looking at someone that is beautiful and awesome. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. If you've left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. I answer as many as I can, which is not as many as I would like, but with my nerve compression, just touching that, oh, it tingles all the way down to my fingertips. So I'm going to stop doing that. But yeah, it's hard to do stuff with my nerve compression. I push through as best I can, but then I got a knife going into my back. Still, it is appreciated. I read as many comments as YouTube actually shows me. It doesn't show me all the comments. But as many as it shows me, I thumbs up and heart and appreciate. So, thumbs up, thank you. So, I hope that you're going to get done the things that you would like to get done. And if you can't, for whatever reason, from just being busy to executive function dysfunction issues, do not beat yourself up if you cannot do what you would like to do. It will not help you get it done next time. You're just falling into the habit of hurting yourself, and it's not going to help. So, second time, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very, very good thing. I love these candles. They're cheap, they're exploitive, they're preying on fears and beliefs of people. So they're a terrible, terrible thing. At the same time, that's frickin' metal, isn't it? You take care, and I'll talk to you later.